Here's the shocking truth about why your stomach fat refuses to budge. And it's not what you think. Yes, you might assume that it's refined sugars or processed carbs, which will trip you up with your progress. But there's another very dangerous culprit that's just as destructive to your midsection. I want you to imagine this very common situation and see if this applies to you. You're getting your workouts in, you're doing ab routines and crunches religiously, and maybe even following a reduced calorie diet or intermittent fasting perfectly. Yet that stubborn belly fat clings on like it will always be there. I see this frustration every day. It's those people who've been consistent for months with zero progress in their midsection. And what I'm about to show you might make you feel uncomfortable, it might make you want to click off, but stick with me because I'm not going to just drop you with this and leave you hanging. I'm going to give you some real, actionable solutions at the end. So what's this hidden issue that's causing your belly to stay the same? The biggest problem I see out of everything is alcohol, particularly wines and cocktails. I know what you're thinking. You've probably heard that spirits are okay because they don't contain carbs. Or maybe you've been told that dry wines are okay because they have minimal residual sugars. But the thing is, while pure alcohol isn't technically a carbohydrate, it literally destroys your body's fat-burning machinery in ways that go far beyond calories and carbs. Let me address this sugar-friendly alcohol myth head-on. Yes, distilled spirits like vodka, whiskey, and gin contain zero carbs. And yes, some wines are marketed to having virtually no sugar. However, the hidden issue that they don't make clear is that alcohol doesn't need to spike your blood sugar to completely destroy your fat loss. You need to think about it this way. Just because something fits your macros or calories doesn't mean it supports your goals. Alcohol is like putting the handbrake on your metabolism when you think it's only the brakes, i.e. carbs, that will slow down your car. Your liver will also treat alcohol like toxic waste that needs immediate elimination. When you drink, your liver cells called hepatocytes go into crisis mode. They rapidly convert alcohol into acetaldehyde, which is even more toxic than the original alcohol. This process sets off a fire alarm in your metabolism, and then your liver cells become inflamed, damaged, and in severe cases, they'll die off completely. So what's even more crazy is that during this detox process, your liver starts accumulating fat. And this transforms your liver into what we call fatty liver. This fatty infiltration triggers massive inflammation and can eventually lead to scarring, cirrhosis, and even liver cancer. Your liver isn't the only thing that's damaged. What happens is your hormones also get completely disrupted and knocked out of balance. That takes a while to return to normal. In men, it can dramatically elevate your estrogen while simultaneously crushing your testosterone production. This hormonal change is sending direct messages around your body to store fat around the midsection. You've probably heard about the supposed health benefits of moderate drinking, for example, the famous glass of red wine recommendation. Well, recent research has completely debunked this myth. Those studies were funded largely from the alcohol industry and independent research that there are zero benefits from any amount of alcohol consumption. So in terms of numbers that you should be aware of and ingrained in your mind, alcohol has around 7 calories per gram, which is nearly as much as fat, which is around 9 calories per gram. But unlike fat, protein, and even carbs, alcohol provides zero nutritional value. And this is what we mean when we say it's empty calories. And what's even worse than this, alcohol actually depletes essential nutrients during metabolism. It burns through B vitamins, especially B1, plus zinc, magnesium, and folate. This nutrient depletion creates a cascade of problems such as anxiety, insomnia, brain fog, restless legs, and chronic fatigue. In terms of statistics, roughly 60% of adults consume alcohol regularly, and about 8% of these are heavy drinkers. If you're watching this video, there's a chance that you also fall into these categories. Alcohol adds not only empty calories, it also completely shuts down your body's ability to burn fat over a long period of time. When you drink alcohol, your body will need to use energy to process the alcohol through your body. And what this means is that the energy that it would be using to burn the fat, it's using to process the alcohol. This metabolic shutdown doesn't just last for a few hours. It can last for 2 to 3 full days after drinking. So if you're having wine twice a week, you're essentially never allowing your body to efficiently burn fat. This means you're stuck in the perpetual state of metabolic disruption. As your liver becomes increasingly fatty and inflamed, that fat doesn't just stay contained. What will happen is it will spill over into your abdominal cavity, and this will unfortunately wrap around your organs as visceral fat. This is incredibly dangerous Deep belly fat is linked with diabetes, heart disease, and metabolic syndrome. So what's the solution? First, you should acknowledge the drastic reality of what alcohol does to your body. If you're very serious about losing belly fat, the most effective approach is unfortunately complete elimination, at least temporarily. If that feels impossible, you should really focus on addressing the root cause. Are you drinking to manage stress? If so, it may be beneficial to find healthier alternatives like meditation, exercise, or adaptogenic herbs. If you struggle to handle social pressure, you need to seek out people who don't center activities around drinking. Environmental changes matter too. Don't stockpile alcohol at home. Avoid bars and restaurants where drinking is the main attraction. For stress management, try natural alternatives. Passion flower tea has remarkable calming properties. Rhodiola is also an adaptogen that helps your body manage stress more effectively. And high quality magnesium taken before bed can dramatically improve sleep quality and reduce anxiety. If you're drinking regularly, you're likely deficient in vitamin B1. Supplementing with thiamine can provide almost immediate relief from anxiety, brain fog, and sleep issues. If you absolutely can't eliminate alcohol, here are some damage control strategies. First, dilute everything. Mix your wine with sparkling water or diet lemonade. Aim for about a 50-50 ratio. This cuts the alcohol content in half while still giving you the social experience. Second, take milk thistle before drinking. This herb has remarkable liver protective properties and can help mitigate some of the damage. Third, switch to kombucha. It has a similar mouthfeel to beer and it provides a slight relaxation effect and contains beneficial probiotics. If you're struggling with stubborn belly fat despite doing everything else right, alcohol might be your hidden issue. Your liver health directly impacts your ability to burn fat and maintain a lean midsection. Remember, it's about making informed choices that align with your goals. Every small step towards reducing your alcohol consumption helps your metabolism and health. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and press the bell button.